works. Just wondering if we could do a live stream. We'll see if anyone pops in, you know, see what it's like. See if I can get the chat up or something, you know. Live chat, remember, guard your privacy. We'll see what happens, see if anyone's on the go. Yeah, so I don't know. Figured we'd just talk about hardware and software synthesizers with the new Moog release. I'm kind of wondering what the community's thinking, because I know when I went to the Moog comment chat, or the comments in their promo video, that I couldn't really see a lot of. Let me see, top chat viewing options, live chat, all messages are visible, remember. All right, we'll see. So I don't know, I can't really see the chat, but whatever, we'll just talk. This is just a tester stream, see if it works. So yeah, so Moog synthesizers just came out with that Mariana VST. I had a quick look at it. I didn't know whether I would like it or not. I'm not really a VST guy, I'm a hardware guy. I don't know what you guys think, but to me, having your hands on the knobs, twiddle is a lot more fun than clicking a mouse and stuff. But I know people with the VST, virtual software synthesizers, they like to hook them up to their MIDI keyboards and stuff, so that's kind of cool. But I didn't do that yet. I did the Cherry Audio synthesizer the other day, and I had it hooked up to my computer keyboard, and man, I didn't think, although it sounded cool and I got lost in it for a minute, just clicking the QWERTY keyboard, just, I don't know. The people who are into that, you guys are a special breed. The people who can make audio, music, and everything like that with your computer keyboard. That's just insane. Or the people who do like back and forth on the MIDI files, making songs. That's crazy to me. It's cool, because I'm just a hardware guy, so I don't know. Let me just hold on a second there, Buzz. I want to see if I can get this chat up on the screen. This is my first time ever doing a live stream, so I don't know if I can get the chat. All messages are visible. Where is it? I do not know. Let's have a look. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, there we go. All right. Hello, what's up, my brother? Wonder Wheel. You better believe it. All right, let me get in cruise control now so I can chill out and have a little chat with you guys. There we go. So yeah, we were talking in the comments earlier, and you were really repping that Moog Mariana. You think it's good, and also think that VSTs are cool. It's cool because I'm new to the VST world, so I'm wondering, I think I might, maybe I'll pay for that 50 bucks and just get that Moog Mariana and see what it's like. A couple people thought it sounded real fat. We got Tiger Arcade. I watched his video on my lunch break, and he seemed absolutely blown away with the thing, and it sounded crazy. So I was like, maybe I will give this a shot, because if I hooked, do you guys know if I hook my HydraSynth Deluxe into my computer with the USB cable, I should be able to get all that MIDI mapped into my HydraSynth Deluxe, so I can just play that via the HydraSynth? Yeah, Starsky Car seemed to like it too. Starsky seemed like he had a pretty long video. He did a 45-minute video or something like that there. I haven't checked it all out yet, but yeah, it's getting a lot of hype. But we talked earlier, and you said that Moog went and deleted all the negative comments from the video. I don't understand that, you know. Even some of my videos, I don't understand why you want to delete negative comments. I think negative comments, I don't know, man. I guess if you're a business, I'm not really a business, so if you're a business, you don't want negative comments. But again, we talked about this the other day. In the new world of media and technology and social media, the more interactions you get on your channel, the better, even if they're negative, because then you got people coming on, picking up for your company, being like, no, that VST was awesome, what are you talking about? And then they'll explain it. But they said you get a lot of haters in there. So anyway, VSTs, I might try the Moog Mariana, but if I can get that plugged into the HydraSynth Deluxe, that would be something else. And then I can use all the HydraSynth knobs to control it. Maybe that's worth $50, I don't know. You guys think it's worth it? I don't know, I think it's worth it, but we'll have to wait and see. Like I said earlier, someone said in the comments that they don't think that Moog can put out a don't think Moog can put out a digital synthesizer in a Minotaur box. Was that you, Wonder Wheel, who said that? Because surely they can. If companies can put out like the Cobalt in a desktop version, then they could definitely put out that Moog Marinara. Is it the Marinara or the Moog Spaghetti? I'm just kidding. The Moog Mariana. They can put that out in a VST, inside a VST in a box. Surely they can. Korg got the Op6, Korg got the Mod Wave, Korg got the Wave State. If they can put out something that powerful in one of those Korg boxes, of course they sell it for like $600-700, but I mean, if they can put that out in, yeah, you're right, the Minotaur was what, that big or something, tiny? So what size do you think they would have to put that out in? Like a Behringer Neutron size, or a subharmonicon maybe? Or maybe even a bit bigger, like a Behringer, like a DeepMind size? Like a proper desktop synth size? Maybe that's what they'd have to do. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I think it's very interesting, and it's kind of exciting. Like I was saying the other day, it's exciting that Moog is doing something, because when did they get sold? 4 months ago or something? 4 or 5 months ago? And it's been radio silence ever since, which is, you know, I think that's crazy. Why would you ever be radio silent? They could be putting Moog promo videos like they just did non-stop. Just do some Moog promo videos. Do anything. Just do something. Why don't they do anything? It's only Behringer that does anything at all. It blows my mind. I don't have Facebook. Do you guys got Facebook? Is there anybody who's doing any content on the Moog Facebook page or the Sequential or Arturia? Is there any content being produced? Doesn't seem like it. Even Behringer, I think Behringer's Facebook page got 600,000 people, and they post videos of you know, regular people like us using their equipment and stuff like that. I think that's super cool. But back to my point, I'm gonna go home tonight. Again, this is just a tester live stream. I just want to see if this even works, because it's cool that we can live stream here on the drive home, and I don't have to do any uploading or nothing like that. It'll just upload itself. Is the quality good on the camera? Is it grainy or crappy? Because I could be driving through some dead zones here, getting locked out of my 5G. So if the video quality's good, let me know. If it's crap, let me know that too. But I'm gonna hook the Hydrasynth up to my Mac tonight, and maybe I will splurge and buy that Moog Mariana and see if I can map it to the Hydrasynth, and maybe that'll, because it sounds loud and crazy. So, you know, I like loud and crazy, and I especially love crazy. So maybe this will get me into the VST world. But I feel like the VST world and the software synthesizer world is kind of like the modular world, but the modular world is way crazier. It's so intimidating. I get intimidated by software synthesizers because you gotta like dig into them and get on the computer, and sometimes good, sometimes grainy, but not too bad. I can hear everything. Okay, that's cool. Maybe it'll just be like kind of like podcast style, and you know, if you just listen, that's fine. You don't need to watch me driving in a car. That's probably not too exciting. Although you can see the beautiful scenery going by, lots of trees, no snow here yet, but it was snowing here earlier this morning. Well, that's cool. Yeah, so I'll hook that up tonight. I'm really excited for the Behringer UBXA to come out, the desktop. Super excited for that. I think that is going to be, I'm actually just excited to see all the demo videos and see all the people like you and I kind of like how Behringer doesn't really give the synthesizers to the big dog influencers, the big marketers, you know. I like how we got to wait for people like us to put them out, and you get to see what they really sound like from people who are really using it. So that's kind of cool. I mean, even as much as I hated on Teenage Engineering last week, it was cool that all the videos coming out, minus a few. I think it was only Cuckoo who got access to the EP 133. They should have just named that the Muhammad Ali or something, or the KO, Ali KO. All the numbers is annoying. It's like how BMW names their cars is annoying. They just name them numbers. Never been into that, but I like how Behringer does it. I like how they let the people in the community get their synthesizers to to the regular people who buy them, and then they get to demo them, test them. And, I mean, Behringer's got the best community, doesn't it? All the communities are loyal. I'm starting to notice that the teenage engineering fans, insanely loyal. I can't believe I made those couple joke videos just fooling around, because I actually purchased the teenage engineering and I was really excited to get it. Then I saw all those disaster videos coming out and I was like, you know what? I'm sending this thing back, because I got an email. They said it was 30 days hold before I'll get it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to send this thing straight back. If I could have put it in a paper airplane and threw it back, I would have. I was that disappointed. But their fans are so loyal, so I respect that. They came after me hard in the comments, you know? They were like, it doesn't matter if the speaker doesn't work on it. We don't even use the speaker. We love it. And it was like, it don't matter if the fader don't work. Who cares about the fader? Stick a Lego head on it. And I'm like, what? Is this what people think? Are they that loyal that they'll pay $300 for a synthesizer and they'll be like, just use it even though it's all broke to pieces? And I couldn't believe people were like taking them apart and being like, oh, we got it back together, let's make some beats. So in all fairness, super respect to Teenage Engineering. That's epic to me. Their fans are epic. I have a whole new respect for the Teenage Engineering fans. And when I say they're a cult, I mean that in a good way, because cults are everywhere. I don't think a cult's a bad thing all the time, you know? Not always. It's not a bad thing to follow someone you think's a leader. So I think that's cool. Teenage Engineering fans are cool. Moog fans are, I don't know, what do you think? Moog fans or Teenage Engineering fans are the most wild? I don't know. Behringer fans are pretty wild, but wild in like, I guess if someone was throwing a party, if Teenage Engineering was throwing a party, Behringer was throwing a party, and Moog was throwing a party, and Arturia, and those ones. If I had to pick a party to go to, I'd go to Behringer's party. I feel like it would be the most fun. They would have the biggest selection of beer, and it wouldn't be as pretentious as the other parties. I feel like a Teenage Engineering party, what do you think a Teenage Engineering party would be like? You go in there, I don't know what it would be like. Maybe it's fun. Maybe they're all fun. Moog party. Actually, you know what? I'd like to go all the parties. They'd all be different. Going to a Moog party would be like going to a winery. Going to a Behringer party would be like going to a craft beer, a craft brewery. And then going to a Teenage Engineering party would be like going to some like kind of indie music club where it's, you know, I don't know what, nobody's drinking beer or anything. Everyone's kind of standing around drinking Sprite. Maybe that's what a Teenage Engineering party's like. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think when I think about it. Arturia party would be like, also probably be like a wine and cheese kind of thing, maybe, you know, because they're a French company, aren't they? I don't know. No party for me, man. I like Behringer because they're the best bang for the goods, but I try to keep my critical thinking. All right, I like it. I like Behringer too because they are the best bang for the goods. They are. Who's a better bang for the goods? I was talking to Synth Punk today. I don't know if you guys know Synth Punk. He's a very polarizing figure, but I was talking to him back and forth, and we were having a conversation about Behringer, and he actually said, you know, I respect Behringer, because Behringer says what it's going to do and then does what it says. So, police, can't catch me, Mr. Police. Anyway, so Behringer does what they said, and they say what they do. So when they put out a mono synth, it's a wasp. You know it's a wasp. You know it's a mono synth. You see all the buttons. There's no screen. You know it's going to make a nice analog sound. It might not be exactly like the original, but it is what it is. They put out the 2600 Behringer, pleasantly surprised. It is what it is. They put out Poly-D. Of course, it doesn't sound like a mini Moog, but I mean, looks like a mini Moog and sounds pretty good. So I think that's fair enough, isn't it? You know, so Behringer does what it says and says what it does. And I thought that was a perfect statement for that company. But anyways, let's get back to the topic of discussion, which is virtual analog or virtual synthesizers and hardware synthesizer. For me personally, when I sit down with my hardware, my workflow is this. Let me tell you my workflow is. And I'll probably show you tonight. Maybe I'll do a jam tonight. I go into the studio. As soon as I get home, this is what I do. Maybe take this tip. People don't like them. Also for their bad marketing ethics, but I mean, yesterday I witnessed, yeah. Okay. I agree with that. Behringer's got some heat for their shady marketing ethics, you know. They got some heat for that, I understand. But don't we all agree that you can't really hate on Behringer for having bad marketing ethics when you're running your music through a Windows, a Dell, or a Mac computer, you know? Like, I just don't understand that. I could never understand anybody hating on Behringer's ethics in production when they're running their music production brain is... Apple's got suicide nets at their factories and stuff. Apparently, I don't know, that's the rumor going around, unverified. I guess it might be a conspiracy theory, but that's what I've heard. And people still have Macs like they're going out of style, got iPhones like they're going out of style. So the whole ethics thing with Behringer, you know what? I love it. No, I was meaning marketing, you know, calling people names. Okay. Yeah, all right, so let's think about that. Okay, so that's a whole different thing. Calling people names, are we talking about the corn pop Peter Kern thing? The corn sniffer pedal, is that what we're talking about? Or the loop pop thing, is that what we're talking about? Because the Peter Kern thing, I did a video on this a while ago. I'll give you my thoughts on the Peter Kern cork sniffer thing. So the Peter Kern cork sniffer thing to me was, if I was Synth Samurai, and I was writing an article about Behringer, say I was hating on Behringer, being like, they put out this thing, it's garbage, or whatever he was doing, or I don't know what the article was about, I can't even remember. But say he put that out, and Behringer came out and said, you know what, Synth Samurai? I'll take a word from the trolls. The trolls call me Synth Snormurai. And I think that's friggin' hilarious. I actually was going to make a t-shirt, Synth Snormurai, on it. I think that's the funniest name ever. I commend the trolls for coming up with that name. It's hilarious. So say they were like, all right, Behringer, let's get our group together in the boardroom, and you got Uli Behringer sitting there, and he's like, okay, what can we do to, like, you know, throw a shot back at Synth Samurai writing that article in that magazine he writes for? And one of the young bucks was like, hey, let's make a Synth Snormurai pedal. We'll do a picture of a samurai who's 300 pounds, big old gut, sleeping on a park bench, and the Z sounds coming out of his nose, and we'll make the pedal we'll do a fuzz pedal, so it kind of hums, and we'll call it the Snormurai pedal. If I saw that, I would be like, this is an honor. This is hilarious. Behringer's actually putting out a pedal, making fun of me. It's an honor. And I would have bought the pedal. I would have think it was hilarious. I would have hoped that they'd made it. And I probably would have bought one to demo, and I would have bought one to be like hilarious. So I guess when it comes to ethics, making fun of people, it's a big, think about it different ways. The way I think about it is, I grew up in this small town in Newfoundland, Canada. Man, where all we did all day was like laugh around, jokes, make fun of each other, you know, fight. All we did was like fight, play, you know, wrestle, beat each other up. Like, that was all the fun of it. So we just got a different style when it comes to messing around and joking. And I think the whole ethics of making fun of people, I just live by the sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me kind of thing. But I do understand how some people get hurt by that stuff. So what you're talking about ethics wise, you know, if Behringer's going to go at people like that, it's, you know, I can see how people think that that ain't cool. But Peter Kern threw the first punch, Behringer threw the last punch, and then he got ganged up on by the whole synth community, which I think is fine too. The whole synth community ganging up on Behringer and being like, we're taking Peter Kern's back. That's fine. That's cool. Akai is king. All right. I love Akai. Now, I've now only used one Akai MIDI controller. It was the first MIDI controller I ever got. I got it as like a Christmas gift, and I used it in GarageBand. I should release some of my old crappy GarageBand stuff. It's pretty funny. I didn't even know what I was doing, but yeah, Akai is cool. I'd love to get an MPC, one of those big gray ones, you know, like the old school ones. I think they look cool. What do you think? Why do you think Akai is king? What's good about Akai? In music, and Behringer made instruments affordable for the masses. You better believe it, baby. Behringer made it affordable for the masses, because that's why the Synth Samurai reps the poor man synthesizer company, Behringer. RD8 by Behringer is the best I'll tell you what, the RD8 by Behringer, my buddy got one, and we went out to this shed on this island one time. We got 3 of us together. We called it Synth Chalet. 3 years in the making. We all got together finally. He brought his RD8 out there for the drum machine. I think there's another drum machine there too, the TR8S. Big old wig, some glasses, disco style. Acronym Martin St. Pierre. Best of the best, big blah, 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 blah. Yeah, hold on one sec now. Yeah, drop 2 minutes. So he came downstairs. We were jamming, doing a little ambient thing. He hit the go button on the RD8. The whole house shook. It shook so crazy, and he had the RD8 running into a Memory Man analog delay pedal. The thing hit the feedback, the killing over, the walls started shaking, the earth started quaking, my mind was aching. It was nuts. So I agree, man, the RD8, I'm gonna pick one of those up because I think it's just cool to have a replica, and I can't believe the RD8 didn't get more love from all the old school enthusiasts, you know? It's getting a little dark here, so don't mind the dimming of the lights because winter is coming. So yeah, Behringer's the best of all time. I crown them the champion of the synthesizer world, easily by far, without a doubt, hands down. They released 10 synthesizers, no, 8 I think synthesizers this year, which is crazy. The Kobol, the Behringer Edge, the 2 minis they put out, the Solina, you know? Totally insane. So yeah, back to the MPC. I think the MPC, I would love to have a go at it. I seen Midlife Synthesis do a video the other day where he was demoing his something he had going on with it. I don't know what, but he was doing something with the MPC, the big gray one, and man, it just looks beautiful. And where I don't like working on computers with the DAW, I think if I saved up, I could get the MPC. Would be good for a workflow. The Pro 1, I heard the Pro 1 is amazing too. Yeah. Guitar World have copies all over the place. Drama guitars goes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. DJ Canyon, what's up, buddy? Big time love for DJ Canyon. DJ Canyon is like awesome. Love him. Amazing. Love your live streams. Love your music. It's cool. Big time cool. Wonder Wheel's cool. Love all you guys, man. I feel like we got a real cool little community forming here. It's very real. I read every single comment. I reply to every single comment. I'll be sitting at home. My wife be like, "What are you doing on the phone?" I'll be like, "Baby, listen. I'm replying to comments because I love reading them. I feel like I'm getting an education. I feel like it's a cool. I don't have social media. My only social media is YouTube and the comments on the YouTube channel. So I appreciate you guys like crazy. And I value every single comment you guys make. And just know that I love it. So, and like I like also going in and watching the wars, the comment wars where you guys are debating back and forth with each other. Because know what? We're samurais and I'm a martial artist. And when you go in there and have little verbal sparring sessions with people, that sharpens you, man. Iron sharpens iron. As long as you're not like being a total idiot about everything, you just go back and forth, you have a debate, you disagree. That's what it's all about. Be good to see you. It's like 1 a.m. All right, man, take it easy, DJ Canyon. Get some rest, baby. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah, so it's cool. So back to the VST versus hardware debate. I'm a hardware guy. Man, you're the best. DJ Canyon, you're the best. We're the best. We're all the best. So have a good night, my man. Yeah, so back to the debate. I'm a hardware guy, but I'm going to give the software an honest shot a little bit here if I can get my system geared up. Oh, bro, Khabib Nurmagomedov. I love Dagestani wrestlers. You like all those boys? Khabib, Islam Makhachev, UFC, huge UFC fan. Yeah, if you ever come to America, look me up, man. We'll go. I got the gloves. I got the backyard. We'll spar. We'll wrestle. We'll enjoy. Play some synth and stuff like that. Take it easy. Good night, my brother. But yeah, I'm gonna give the VSTs a shot. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. And if I don't know, what do you guys think? If I was gonna spend some money on a VST, should I buy that recent Moog one, or is that just all fur coat and no knickers? Plugins are like crack though. Be careful. Yeah. I know, man. Synths are like what? Synths are like the green. Good night, brother. Synths are like the green, and VSTs are like the white, and then modulars like the blue, if you know what I mean, if you can pick apart that code. And they all got their own vibe. Let me turn this light on, see if it's a little better. That better? Nah. All right, I think I'm gonna clue it up here now because I'm getting ready to dart home. I gotta get stuff sorted out. Maybe I'll do a little synth show later. iOS for iPad, iPhone. Yeah, all right, I'll check it out, man. I don't have an iPad though. An iPhone screen's too little. We'll see. VST Avenger. I'll check out VST Avenger for sure. All right, I'm gonna dart, man. Thanks you guys for joining in. I'm gonna try to do one of these every day. The days I get off work at 4, I'll live stream the chat home. We'll have a chat, and I usually do one show in the morning. That's Synth Car, which I pre-record on the drive, then upload it on my lunch break or morning break. And then I got that synth show at night, which I try to do a more produced type show, trying to like always get better, do cool things. So I appreciate you guys joining me. If you want a t-shirt and support the channel, go to my synth shop, pick up a t-shirt, pick up a beer mug, whatever. If you don't like it, don't buy it, it's all good. And I'm gonna take that money and hopefully use it to pick up some synths to demos, because we're not a sponsored channel. You just got here, neat freak? Oh man, I guess you could rewind it. Well, you want me to stay a little longer? All right, I'll stay a little longer. I got another 5-10 minute drive. I'll stay a little longer. Spitfire loads of synths. We're just talking about what would be the best VST I should get if I was to get a VST to start my little VST journey. Should I get the Moog synth, or should I go with like an Arturia package, pigments, you know, or do I got enough with my hardware? Do I need to be venturing off trail, you know? If I was lost in the woods, would you guys say I stick to the trail, or should I venture off trail and explore a little bit the VST world? What do you think? Let me know. So all I know about pigments on Arturia's package. I know about the new Moog one that just came out. What do you think? Stick to the trail, Aaron Pays, or go off trail? I almost went off trail with the modular. I almost bought the Behringer 1500 or whatever it's called, that big huge Behringer modular thing, and then I got spooked and was like, I cannot get into modular, because you know me, the samurai, I'm all or nothing. So if I do something, I got to go all the way, you know. I use both hard and soft. Hybrid studio, hybrid. See, I've been thinking, neat freak, I've been thinking about the hybrid studio because I got my live jamming set up on the side, or the main part, and I'll show you guys the studio tonight if I drop a video. And then I got I want to have like a MIDI controller and then some soft synths on the sides. I'd like to make some albums and stuff, you know, instead of just always just live jamming. If you guys go check out, I got like 200 live jams recorded post started doing that synth show, and go check them out. I should turn them into audio, but I just don't think the sound is good enough, but they're cool videos. Go check them out. But you're right, I got to get a hybrid studio going, because that would be much better, a hybrid studio. So I'll think about that. Message retracted. What message did you retract, my brother? What up, Room? What up, Samurai? RPM program? Alright, I'll check that out. Really depends on you if you like jamming. See, my style is jamming, but I do want to make an album, and I feel like my workflow in jamming, I'd never get an album done unless I was like, had something synths, and then I'd be like, you know what, it'd be really nice to get this Hydra synth pad in here or something like that. I don't know. I've never made an album, so I don't really know what it takes to make an album. I've made, like I said, I've made 200 songs, forgive my language, but more than that, I probably got like 300 songs or something now that are just floating around. But I don't know, $50 for that Moog synth? Hybrid's the way. I'm about to start setting up a partial hybrid studio, mostly analog. Okay. And what are you using for your hybrid studio, if you don't mind me asking? What are you using? Check out RPM. All right, I'll check out RPM for sure. But man, there's something real I gotta say, you guys are right. There's something real special about hardware synthesizers. If you guys, I don't know if there's anybody in the chat who only uses soft synths and VST. if you get a chance this Christmas and you get a bit of pocket money coming up, or you want to do some Grubhub and pick up some Behringer synthesizers, there's something real special about putting your hands on a hardware synthesizer, turning knobs, and I find it meditative, getting lost in the sound. There's something real special about that, but I also respect the fact that I think there's something real special about VSTs. Now, someone mentioned earlier that it costs a lot of money and $50 is cheap for a VST. Why does it cost so much money? Why can you put out a Moog Mariana for $15 on an iPad, but then it costs $50 on a desktop? Why? Because it's just so crazy much more programming involved or something? I don't know. I just don't understand that price difference, but I get it. I was going to do a video later on the comment gate in the Moog promo video that they deleted all the comments. Get Arturia collection for synth $50. All right. Hardware is money. Hardware is money. You mean hardware costs money, or hardware is money and hardware is amazing? Too much to list. Recording, Pro Tools, HD. 24 mixer, having all my synthesizers go into that so I could just multi-track them. That'd be either way to do a DAW, man. Cost, yeah, you're right. Yeah, unless you're gonna do a Behringer studio, the cost of getting into hardware is insane. I'll tell you what I do, because 50 bucks for Behringer, SL at 1200, yeah, SLS6 1200, yeah, that's too much for me. 1200 software is checked, just written code. Yeah, that's true. I think for me, what I've been doing, you guys might take this as old school way we learned as kids. I got a synth account set up in my bank where I put 25, 30 bucks a week in there, goes in there automatically. And then after a year, I got like $1,000 or something, you know? So, and I don't even notice it. Then I don't feel guilty about buying a piece of equipment. So all my equipment is like saved up, 25 bucks a week I save up for it. It's not much, but once you start putting it in there, you don't even miss it. And you just make your synth bank and you crack that baby open every once in a while. But the problem is, once it builds up to a nice number, you're like, oh, I don't want to crack that open because I'm getting close now. I might be able to pick up a higher level synth. So then you're like, I'll save for another 4 or 5 months now. I get the MPC Live 2 with that. Yeah, I'm thinking about the MPC Live. Is that the big gray one? The big gray beauty with the screen and everything? Or is that the smaller square one? The one with the pop top. Can't remember. Anyways, fellas, I got a dart now because I'm pulling into the house. So you guys have a good night. Join me. I'll live stream again tomorrow, maybe. Same thing. I'll try to dart in here 4 o'clock. So if you're around 4 o'clock, check it out. I'll probably be live streaming. I got to go. Enjoy your night. Have a good evening. So.